Hi, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you joining us today. Thank you for joining. My name is Audrey Vandenbroek, Head of Customer Success here at Issuu. And joining me today is one of our Customer Success Managers, Craig Kingsbury. And we are excited to take you through today's webinar, which is all about our social sharing using Issue's tools. And today we're also highlighting out our newest feature called Stories. A couple of housekeeping items. This webinar will be recorded and it will be sent to you after. And secondly, we muted everyone on this webinar, so if you have a question, please ask it in the Q&A box at the bottom of your Zoom screen. If we don't get to your questions, we will respond to you individually after the webinar. And with that, I will hand it over to you, Craig.
Thanks, Audrey. So hello, welcome to our webinar focused on how to share your content using our social tools. Again, my name is Craig. I work as a customer success manager at Issuu. And today I'm going to take you through the different ways to distribute your Issuu publications on social media, your website, to target your audience using the social tools we offer. So some of the things that we're going to be going over today, social sharing, the importance of that, Issuu share widgets, how to use them, where to find them, shareable full screen reader link. This is one of our tools that's very valuable for publishers. It's a premium feature only tool. Creating GIFs, so the importance of them and how to use them and how to share those across different social channels. Stories, this is one of our new features also. Allows you to mobile optimize all your publications and share specific content to your audience. We're also going to go where to share and then also how to, followed by a live demo of the platform. And then finally, we'll do a Q&A. So the importance of being social, every business or individual today needs to leverage the proper social media channels to communicate with readers. Social media is the most easily accessible way to communicate with your readers because it's the meeting point of today's generation. By growing your business or individual brand's social media presence, you not only generate more readers, followers, or likes, but you also connect with your readers better and serve them on a higher level. So it actually makes your digital marketing a lot easier. Some of these outlined right here, these are some important points about being social. Easy to access your content, you increase your digital presence, closer connection with your readers, you can foster those communities, better mobile optimization, and then deliver your content to your audience on any device, especially in a world where everyone's accessing everything on their phones and tablets. So this is kind of a comparison of our more traditional social distribution channels and our newer social tools. So the first one on there, publish. Once you upload your publication on Issuu, people can discover your content just by coming across your publication, browsing on Issuu. So this is not the most optimal way to let readers find you. So that's why we suggest some of our other tools in addition to that. The first one following that is the embed. So that's available to all publishers, but customizations for that is on the premium plan only. So if you have a website or a blog, we suggest using those embeds by creating an embed code and then adding that code to your website. So your visitors can view your publications directly on your website. You don't have to worry about redirecting them anywhere else. We also have the full screen shareable reader. Again, that's a premium tool only. So if that's something that you're interested in, it would be a good idea to look into that plan. It's another great way to distribute your publications by customizing and using the shareable full screen reader link. It opens your publication directly in full screen. This is especially useful when you send email newsletters, have highly visual content like catalogs or portfolios, or you just want your readers to have the best reading experience catered to your brand. So it drives them directly to that publication. You don't have to worry about any distractions. Our new social tools. So in addition to the ones where you can embed and distribute your content, Issuu also offers a ton of great social sharing tools that help you drive traffic to your publications. Just click on social tools under your publisher dashboard. These sharing tools are offered on every Issuu plan, so you can build awareness of your brand and content no matter what plan you're on. Including here is the story sharing. We also have GIFs and the Issuu Facebook app. So during this webinar, we'll cover how to maximize use of each of these features and additionally provide some helpful tips on sharing your content across those different channels. So you can now share your publications across all these different channels. Any of those major social media sites, you can use Issuu in one way or another to distribute your content and then maximize the amount of places that your content can be viewed. So I want to quickly touch on our Issuu Share widgets. You can easily select any of the available widgets to quickly post your content with built-in engaging thumbnails. It's by far the easiest way to post any of your content to Issuu. Just simply go to your publication list, locate the publication that you want to share, click on the share button, and then from any of the available social media widgets, just pick that one and it'll build that thumbnail for you right away, and you can easily share within just moments. The other tool that we have is the Shareable full screen reader link. Again, this is a premium feature only. It automatically creates engaging thumbnails to attract more readers. So it's really just a simple copy paste. You can see over on the right, this is an example of a Facebook post. All that took to make that was just copy and paste that Shareable full screen reader link, and then Facebook will automatically populate it with the correct thumbnail, and you can add any kind of additional copy up top if you want to do that as well. You can also use the Shareable full screen reader link to share across email. So if you're doing a lot of email campaigns, you can put these directly in there. Your readers will be able to access your content directly. You don't have to worry about any kind of redirects. When they click on that link, it will automatically open them up and get them viewing right where you want them to see your content. So the first of our newer social tools that we're going to go over is our GIF feature. So GIFs are a short animated video of your publication that can be shared on social media. On Issuu, you can create one by choosing up to 5 pages from your publication, and then the GIF is actually 900 by 900 pixels. So this is important because once you create these, you can share your GIFs for your email newsletters and then also social media. GIFs are by far the best way to showcase your publication on your social feeds. With GIFs, you can entice your readers by using a highly visual way of promoting your content. And the GIF itself is not clickable, but you can easily just add that link to your publication to drive readers back to your content. And then what we're going to be going over next is stories. This is our brand new feature that we just came out with. Stories are the best way to show your readers the great content that is actually inside your publications. With story sharing, you can highlight and share articles, spreads or stories inside your publication. Whether it's a cool Q&A, fashion editorial, recipe, or anything else, sharing stories is a great way for readers to go beyond the cover and get a better sense of what's inside. The best part about stories is that they're optimized for mobile devices. So that's where most of your readers will be spending their time. So getting those optimized for mobile is extremely important. So, story sharing is the ultimate way to build your brand, engage your audience, and get more readers. People want to see what's inside your publication, which is why stories is a valuable way of engaging with your readers beyond the cover. Two of the biggest draws of stories are the first, that they're mobile optimized, which lets readers scroll through the stories on the device they use the most. And then second, you have the content to share your editorial calendars without doing any more work. People can see what's inside your publication both on the individual publication page as well as on your profile page. So while you don't have to have your stories mobile optimized, we suggest that you do. It's just going to increase the potential for more of your readers to be able to see the content the way you want it to be seen. So what I'm actually going to do right now is I'm going to hop onto my phone and I'm going to show you an example of what stories do look like. All right. So I'm going to open up the Issuu app. And at the top of the screen, you're going to see the section Today's Stories. So these are all stories that are currently being featured on Issuu from our publishers using the feature. You can scroll through, you can see the top ones from today. And then you can also go in the top right, see all, and you can select and you can see more stories that are currently being featured on Issuu. As we scroll down, you can see there's a variety of different stories. Currently, we're highlighting these people if they use the hashtag, and then also follow us. We can share these stories across and help with promotion there as well. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to click into one of these stories just to give you a view of what it does look like when it is mobile optimized. So when we click into here, it automatically opens up the publication. You can see a great photo for the background. It gives you an idea of how long the read is, includes the title, and you can see all the other content below. So text, other images, and everything can be moved around within issue, depending on how you want your publication to look once you are actually creating your story. So as your reader scrolls down and they see more of your content, they'll get to the bottom and then they'll notice it shows you where the story is actually from. So you can easily just click into the publication and then they can actually view the rest of that. You can use this for promotions or just ways to gain awareness. And then what also is nice is people can easily share this content from the same page. So if you look at the bottom, you can see share story. If you click on that, then they can just pick whatever social channel that they want to share this story across and then help you spread the word of your publication as well. So I'm going to hop back over. And I'm going to show you guys a little bit more about how to get these set up. So again, to get featured on the featured page, just use the hashtag issue stories and then follow issue. We're picking publishers all the time, so it's a great way to help promote your publication. So the next one we're going to go over is the Issuu Facebook app. So the Issuu Facebook app is a place where you can share your issue publications in stacks on Facebook. To achieve this, all you need to do is have a Facebook business page and admin rights to it. So with the Facebook app, you can easily share your publications in stacks directly on your Facebook business page. The more channels you use in order to promote your content, the more readers you're going to get. So this is just a great way to get more content out there and for people to find it. So what we're going to go into now is just the different social media channels that you can post your content to with Issuu and then how to use them. So the first one that we have up is Facebook. I'm sure it's one that everyone is familiar with. Longer form updates for photos, photo albums, and videos. You use Facebook to advertise to a broad targeted audience. It's really just one of the most encompassing social media sites out there. So definitely one that you want to use when sharing your publications. So in order to post to Facebook, all you have to do is go to your publication link if you want to embed your publication, and then just grab a GIF or image to accompany your post. You can copy and paste that link into your Facebook status box. And then when you're embedding, once the preview card shows up, you can remove the link at the top and then the embed will remain. You can see on the top, I left that URL up there, but you can easily just delete that, add any kind of additional copy that you like, and the preview will remain. You can also post your GIFs onto Facebook. It's also incredibly easy. Once you create a GIF, all you have to do is log into Facebook, make a post, and then click on photo/video album and select your GIF from your document folder, and then insert the link to drive traffic to your publication. So just make sure you put that link right back to your publication on there because the GIF is not clickable, but that link will help drive people right to where you want them. Some things about when to post to Facebook. Users are more active towards the end of the work week. So typically Thursdays through Sundays are ideal. And then mid-mornings, 9 a.m. or early afternoon, 1 to 3 is a good time to post to Facebook. So the next one we're going to go over is Instagram. This is a great one for people who have a lot of visual content, large spreads, videos, anything that's engaging with a lot of photos or any kind of content along those lines. Use it frequent updates with your brand's visual content. It's also an important tool to target new potential audiences. So one of the good things that you can use for for Instagram is the GIFs. So what you can do is you can take that same GIF file that you created and you have the option to download it as a GIF or an MP4, which is the video format. The ideal in the note right there. Once you have that, all you do is upload your GIF or image related to your story. Also, businesses with profiles over 10,000 followers, if you make sure to add a swipe up call to action and then add your issue story link, people will be able to actually click on that and then direct right there. We also have another hashtag that you can use on Instagram specifically. It's InstaZine. All you have to do is enter that into any of your posts and also follow Issuu. And then we could potentially repost your content on Issuu's Instagram homepage. So some of the best times to post to Instagram, users are more active during the work week. Wednesdays and Thursdays show to be the best time. Typically, you want to post around lunch between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. or in the evening between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. We also have Twitter on here. You can easily share any content to Twitter. They've recently opened this up to more long form content where you can include videos or long articles, full publications, and now it's really easy to share your content from Issuu through Twitter. So some of the benefits to Twitter, short form updates for photos and videos, good for multiple real-time updates for live events or breaking stories. It's an easy way to connect with the audience, influencers, and spread a quick message, and it's ideal for hashtags. So sharing on Twitter, it's also really easy. The GIF would also be a great option here. So you can get that same exact GIF that you created earlier, copy and paste your link into the Twitter's card validator. What this is going to do is it's going to allow you to preview what your post will look like before you post it to Twitter. You can actually just find these. There's a hyperlink at the bottom. It's the Cards Dev Twitter. You can actually just search in Google Twitter card validator, and I'm sure that will pop up. Once you have that, you just copy that link, post it to Twitter, and then you'll see what you see over on the right-hand side. Creates a great thumbnail, flashes through the different content available, and then all you have to do is put in the link to your publication to drive traffic to your new publication. So some of the best times to post onto Twitter, users are more active midweek. So Wednesdays are probably the best time. It's good to post around noon or the afternoon between 1 and 6 p.m. We also have the ability to post to Reddit. I'm not sure if everyone's familiar with Reddit, but it's a great site for posting a lot of content and finding niche audiences. So you can use your links to share content. You can find new audiences with a specific niche. And you can also explore different subreddits that your content applies to share links, start conversations, and share visuals. Sharing on your content on Reddit, all you have to do is navigate to your publication list, select the publication you'd like to post to Reddit, and click share. Copy and paste the shareable full screen reader link directly to the URL field on the Reddit, and then it'll populate that publication directly into Reddit. So when somebody looks at it, when you see on the right-hand side here, this is an example, the publication is actually embedded directly to Reddit. So your readers could either click through that publication directly from that thread, or they can click the link in the top left and actually go to your publication directly. We also have the functionality for Snapchat. So Snapchat's great for short informative posts and good visuals. You share more intimately with your audience, use link out to stories, publications, and then the audience also skews younger. So if you have a younger audience, it's a great format. Highly suggest using that to engage with that specific type of audience. So sharing on Snapchat, a GIF would be a great way to do that, or any kind of images related to that publication. In Snapchat, all you have to do is click edit and select the paperclip icon on the right to link to your issue story or your full screen publication link. All you have to do then is add some text, invite people to follow along, and tag Issuu Official. To send your whole audience my story, you can do that. But if you also want to share it with the world, you can click our story. So with Snapchat, because the age group is younger, some of the best times to share on Snapchat, it's really any day of the week, but nighttime is typically best. So anywhere between 10 and 1 a.m. So the next one we're going to go over to is Pinterest. Pinterest is great visual search engine. Uploads as much visual content as you can directly linking to your brand's website. Audience tends to get inspiration on Pinterest since you can easily search themes, and it drives traffic based on seasonal content. So if your content skews a little bit more seasonal, this is probably a great place for you to start posting. As As far as getting all that set up, it's also incredibly easy. You can navigate to your publication list on Issue. You can hit share on the publication list and select Pinterest from the available widgets. It'll automatically build that thumbnail for you. And then all you have to do is choose whichever Pinterest boards that you want to have your publication to. As far as sharing goes with Pinterest, users are more active during the weekend. So if you're going to post on a Saturday, anytime during the night between 9 p.m. and 1 a.m. would be ideal. Also Sundays, afternoons, 1 to 2 p.m. Are also a great time to post on Pinterest. Sharing on LinkedIn, it's a great way for you to reach out to a different kind of audience than the other social media sites before. Really what you're going to be focusing on here is reaching out to people by industry. So even if your publication isn't necessarily business focused, you might be connected to some industry that you want to hone in on. All you have to do is just copy that link again, post that directly into LinkedIn, and then you can start looking, directing your traffic towards people in that specific industry. So I'm just going to go over 5 tips to sharing on social media. So the first thing that you want to do is find your voice. So it's whether it's business or casual, find your social media voice and stick with it. Don't try to change it up too much. Just make sure that when you're posting, everyone knows that it's coming from you, and you're not constantly moving around and changing sort of how you want to speak to your audience. You also want to cater to your target audience. So you want to study your reader stats in your issue dashboard. From there, you can find out, where they're coming from, also what interests them. You can look at page level statistics, see what articles are resonating the most, and sort of target, depending on what you learn from that. It's also important to use tags and hashtags. So create unique hashtags. Publication name is one that you can always do. It doesn't have to be anything too fancy. You can also make sure your readers can see it, and then make sure to use it frequently. Also, if you have anybody in your publication that has any kind of strong following, make sure to tag them in that publication as well. And then tease your publication. So don't wait to publish. Tease your content and release sneak peeks. This is a really great option for stories. Even if you're not done with your publication completely and you have enough for a story, you can always create that and send out as a teaser to your audience. And then also interact with your readers. So make sure to like their posts that you're tagged in, repost from followers that use your hashtags, and then also try to comment. Social media is a community, so the more that you foster that, the more they'll engage with you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to hop into the tool. So I'm going to first go over, and we will be able to just see, this is the publisher dashboard. I'm sure most of you are familiar with it. You can see, the homepage, publication list, statistics, and then over here we have social tools. So once we click on social tools, we can pick any publication that we would like to work on. You can see right here we have stories, the GIFs, and then also Facebook app. So I'm going to start with stories first, and I'm just going to click on whatever publication it is that I want to work on. So you can see from here, I've actually created 2 stories on the right-hand side. You can create as many stories as you like, depending on who you want to send that to and what you want to highlight from your publication. Creating a story is incredibly easy. All you do is just select whatever pages from the spread it is that you want to be in that publication, and then you can actually begin working on it and then optimize it for mobile. So I'm actually just going to hop in over here. So from this, you can see that I selected these different spreads right here, and then that will put those automatically into your story. All you have to do from there is add a story title. You can add a story description, and then you just select your category. For this, we just have arts and entertainment, and then you click next. What this is going to do is going to allow you to optimize your story for mobile. So on the left-hand side, this will be all of your content over here. You can either drag and drop that content over here where you start building your story. You can also click right here, and this will include all segments, and then you can kind of decide how you want to focus your content from there. So you can see we have all this content over on the right-hand side. If I want to move anything around or if I want to delete it, I can do all that from right here. So if I want to get rid of this extra content, it doesn't exactly look the best in mobile when it looks like that. I can easily just delete that. and then you can do all of that in real time. So once you're satisfied with the way everything looks over there, you can actually get a glimpse of what it will look like for a reader. So all we have to do is just click on Preview Story. And then it will actually give you a look into what it's going to look like when you're on your phone. So it's going to take that first picture and it's going to turn that into the title picture. You can scroll down. It's going to say the name of the publication, the publisher, and then you can see exactly what it's going to look like. If anything doesn't look the way you want, you can always just go back into that editor tool and you can change it around, look again at the preview. And then once you're satisfied with that, you can actually publish that content. It'll give you this link right here. So this is a great link for posting to different social media. If you want to put this into an email, put it in and share it out to all of your followers, or email marketing campaigns, anything like that. And then people will be able to see your content directly, whether they're on desktop or they're on phone or any other device. So what we can do from here also is we can see, what this publication is actually going to look like. So I am going to actually go over here. So I'm going to go back over to my publication list. And then for my publication list, I'm going to open up this publication. This is the one that I created the stories for. And when you scroll down, you can see those two stories that I created. This is what it looks like when you are on the desktop view. And then if you're on a mobile view, you're going to see that mobile optimization that we saw earlier. But really what it does when you're on mobile, someone can go here, they can see these different sections that you want to highlight. When somebody clicks on that, it'll open them directly to that page. And again, you can do that for multiple stories within one publication. We click on that, and then we hop directly over there. So it's a great way to highlight anything that you want to showcase in your new publication. So I'm going to hop back over to my publication list and then over into the social tools section. So we just showed everyone's stories right here. I'm going to pull up that publication that I was working on before, and I'm going to go over to my animated GIFs. So this is where you can create your GIF. It's incredibly easy. You can select up to 5 different spreads for your publication. You can customize the background color. Just pick whatever fits your brand best, and then you can toggle them on and off depending on what you want to do. You can select these if you decide that you want to change it up to something else, uncheck it, and then you can check something else. From there, all you do is click download. You can either download the video version. This is perfect for Instagram, or if you're posting it to Facebook or any of those other social media sites, really, the GIF is fine as well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hop over into the Facebook app. So the Facebook app is going to allow you to post directly to your Facebook business page. You can either do single publications, you can select multiple. It will show you how that's going to look on your Facebook page, and you can even do stacks. So if you want to create your own specific categories with your publications, because maybe they're not in a specific order by upload date, you can go ahead and create those publications and then share those directly to your Facebook page. I'm going to show you an example right now of what the Facebook app page looks. This is one of our publishers, Sweet Paul. So when you go here, you can see all their publications on here. And they're one of our premium publishers. So they're using their full screen shareable reader links with all these publications. When we click on this, it will open it directly to that publication. If you're not a premium publisher, the only difference is it's going to take you to just that publication site and not just open it up in full screen. So you can see when you click on that, it just opens it up in full screen for you. So that pretty much concludes everything that I had as far as our new tools and our existing tools. What we're going to do now is we're going to go into a little bit of a Q&A, answer some of your questions. If we don't get to all your questions, we'll be able to answer those in emails at a later time.
So we had quite a few people ask the same question regarding our GIFs. When creating a GIF, can the last page that is branded by issue Can that be removed or updated to display my company branded information?
So at this time, there is no way to remove that one piece of the GIF. So what you can do is you can alter the 5 different ones, but the issue one will remain there.
And then what social media platform should I post to as a new publisher?
So if you're going to be posting as a new publisher to social media, it really does depend on your brand as well as your audience. And then also sort of the audience of that social media. Definitely one that people always want to post to just because it's so broad is Facebook. But again, if you have a younger audience, Snapchat and Instagram are always a good option for you. If you have seasonal content, Pinterest is a great place. And then if you're looking for new audiences, see what niches that you fit in. Reddit is always a good place for you as well. And then Twitter. Twitter is always a good spot for people looking for new content. But it really takes some time for you to understand your audience and then also where that audience spends most of their time on social.
Should I change my messaging to cater to my readers per platform?
Yeah, definitely. You should absolutely do that. On Facebook, people are going to expect more longer form content. Twitter, you can absolutely put that link in there, but people expect it really to be a little bit shorter. The same goes with Snapchat and Instagram.
Can I select a page from a spread without selecting the whole spread?
Yeah. So you can select any page. It doesn't have to be in any particular order. So if you wanted to pick something from page 2 and then page 9, it wouldn't matter. It won't pick anything in between that. And then you can share a story with just those 2 pages.
Why should I use the Issuu app versus the mobile web experience?
Yeah, so we have the Issuu app. It's available for both publishers and readers. From the publisher perspective, one of the main advantages there is you can create something that we call clips. What that does, it allows you to take certain clips from a publication and then share that out with your followers who are on Issuu. From a reader's perspective, everything's going to be mobile optimized there. It's just going to give you the best overall reading experience.
And then a couple of attendees have asked, how do I get my readers to share my content?
Yeah, so getting your readers to share your content, really, it just comes down to engaging with them more and in the places that they're spending their most time on social media. So finding out where they're going to, what social media they like the best, creating hashtags, using them frequently, having open conversations with them, responding to their tweets or posts or whatever it is, and then even showing them a little bit of love and following them back or reposting some of their content. A little bit goes a long way.
What are our recommendations for increasing Snapchat followers?
So Snapchat is a little bit of a tricky one. I would just continue looking for something that's working and expanding on that, posting often. There's no real tried or true way of using Snapchat. So it's definitely going to be a little bit of an experiment in finding what works best for your brand.
And can I share my story in full screen?
Yeah, so you absolutely can share your story, but in order to go to full screen, they will have to click on the full screen icon in the bottom right-hand corner. If they're on mobile, that will automatically open up in full screen. The only time that doesn't do that is if they're on PC, but they can easily just go into that from there.
That's all the questions.
Cool.
That's all the time we have for these
Awesome.
questions, yeah.
So yeah, that's all the questions that we had right now. So I just want to, thank everybody for coming and then say, many of these tips and tricks can be found on Issuu's profile page in our most recent publication called Social Sharing Toolkit for Publishers. Definitely recommend checking that out. You can also access the tips on your desktop publication. Here you can go directly to the social media platforms that you're interested most about under what's inside and select the article. Also on your Issuu app, search for Issuu under publishers and you'll be able to read these tips as mobile optimized stories. And then if everyone could also please check out our blog, it's blog.issuu.com. We have tons of content to help you with your publications. Highly recommend it. And then again, thank you everyone for taking time to show up.